Hey guys, this is Gene from DNS Bait. This report is current as of Friday the 15th. Sorry it's been a little while. I just kind of forgot about it, I guess. But ice conditions are still holding up good as far as ice out on the lakes. But the shorelines are a little tricky in some areas. There's still guys fishing up on Cherokee Marsh. Bluegills and crappies still seem to be the what's going on up there. It's not every day or all the time, but they have had some really good days here lately and some nice sized fish. It seems as though you got to go through 5 or 6 feet of water by the time, not deep, but 5 or 6 feet to the ice. Probably 7 or 8 inches deep, 10 inches deep in some areas. Lake Mendota, ice is holding up fine, plenty of ice, but again, the shorelines are a little weak. I think we got all that rain and runoff. The ice sheet lifted a little bit, so it pulled away from the shoreline a little. But there are still guys getting perch out on the lake, and there are not many guys out there fishing. But I've been hearing that Fox Bluff and Commodore and a little bit over by Second Point and once in a while off the deep side of Dunn's Bar and occasionally over by Picnic Point. But I think that the West Basin has had most of the action lately. And again, there aren't many guys, but the guys that are going out seem to be having some pretty good luck. Over on Lake Monona, I did just hear lately, there's been some guys out there for a week or so, I guess, over off B.B. Clark Beach on Lake Monona, taking some perch out in that area. And that's the only area I've heard perch on Monona. There's some guys starting to get some crappies and bluegills in that North Triangle again over by Monona Bay. Not a crowd in any of these places, but there are guys fishing there, and they are having some success. Over in Squaw Bay on Lake Monona, they're taking a few bluegills over there by the pump station. A lot of smaller fish, but they're doing okay over in about 7 or 8 feet of water. Otherwise, over on Lake Wabisa, I talked to a fellow who's still getting some nice bluegills. He said at Lake Farm Park, he said there's hardly anybody fishing there. He's by himself most of the time. The bite is slow, but there are some nice-sized fish there. And I keep getting reports of those crappies out in deep water on Lake Wabisa, out off the Bible camp, and north of that, out in that 25-foot of water, 28-foot, whatever. But the bite seems to be mostly an evening bite, late afternoon till dark or so. And plenty of crappies, I guess. The action's been good. Once they move in and get active, like I said, late in the afternoon, it's been good. As far as Lake Kegonsa goes, I have not heard anything down there lately at all. Again, that doesn't mean there's nothing going on, but I haven't heard anything. Otherwise, some of the guys are still heading up around Lake Wisconsin. The Harmony Grove area has been pretty quiet from what I hear, but there are some guys putting their boats in the water up at Sauk City, getting a few walleyes there, and up at the Dells, and then up at Petenwell Dam, too. I've heard some walleye action up in that area. There are some guys going over by the Mississippi River now, and I've been hearing a little bit, but I don't have enough to tell you what I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I did hear some guys are having some pretty good perch action over there at times. I guess that's really all I have for you right now. I do have our seminar schedule out for the spring. The first one is the last Thursday of the month. That's going to be on the 28th, and that's going to be a local fishing expert, Terry Mayhall. He's going to be talking about spring river walleyes. With the late season ice we have this year, our timing should be real good for that. So that's Thursday night on the 28th. That's here at the store for anybody who'd like to come and see it. So we'll see you then. Thanks, guys.